Hey guys, today I'm doing a video for my favorites for the month of October, which is something that I've been doing every single month for 3 years now, which is insane. Maybe some of my first videos, or my first month I didn't, but I think I did. Anyways, I try to be really good about it every single month and get out a video that basically talks about the things that I've especially been loving over the month, whether it's something new I've discovered or just something that's older that I've already had that I have rediscovered or that I've especially been using a lot during that month. So this month I have a mix of new and old, and it's so weird because used to I always thought, well, you know, eventually I'm going to run out of stuff to talk about, or you know, a lot of people ask me that too, like, how do you keep coming up with new things, or, you know, how do you try that many new things to have something to talk about every month? But it's really funny how it works out that I really don't have to ever try to do these videos. By the end of the month, it's like the corner of my little vanity has so much stuff that I kind of keep moving to the side so I don't forget to talk about them. Things that's like really good. So it's really funny how that works out. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is something that a friend actually introduced to me. I saw her talking about it on Twitter, and it's called the Pond's Evening Soothe White Chamomile and White Tea. Chamomile and White Tea Wet Cleansing Towelettes. Basically, it's the same idea as those Neutrogena makeup removing wipes that I use, or like a MAC wipe or something like that. Now, I really, really love these. I especially love these for several reasons. They are extremely, extremely wet and saturated. I always store them upside down, which I've talked about before. The one that you get off the top is the one that has the most stuff on it. But these are like especially saturated, so I really love that. I love the way they smell. They smell amazing. The idea is supposed to be like calming, you know, in the evening or whatever. But what's really great about them, and I hate to even open it and like waste one. I'll just show you. I'm not going to pull it out. But hopefully you can tell that they have that texture to them, which is really cool because the Neutrogena wipes really don't have a texture to them much at all. They're just very thick. They're kind of like quilted feeling, and they're gentle around your eye area. That's what kills me about a lot of them that say exfoliating, or like even the MAC wipes, which are kind of rough. They're irritating around my eyes. You know, I don't want to wipe it around my eyes, which the whole point of a makeup wipe to me is just to kind of do everything, to get your eye makeup off, everything. Even though they're textured, it's like a soft texture, and it removes waterproof mascara. It says it has a relaxing fragrance, removes all traces of makeup. Okay, anyways, they're really good. As far as the expense of them, you get 30 in a pack, which is pretty standard for most of them. I'm sure you can buy them in bulk, you know, different places. But what I loved about it is when I was at my Publix, my grocery store that I go to, it was really nice because, you know, the Neutrogena ones were around like $6 or $7, and those were like $4.99, which was really good. But then I went to a drugstore and they were actually more expensive. So I'm just going to keep buying them at my Publix. So just look around because it seems like the price varies. Okay, moving on. This is a new product that I had never tried before until earlier this month. It's called Haircut the Ponytail. It says it's the first styling product made especially for a ponytail. Long time ago, I got this in, I think like a sample from Sephora or something, and I think this was some sort of a deluxe sample, so I got this, and then it had another product for curly hair, which I have no idea what I did with. I think I gave it away because I don't have curly hair. And I saw this and I was like, yeah, that's kind of interesting. It has just been sitting in my vanity for probably 8 months. Like, I'm not even kidding. I never really thought anything like this would be necessary, but for some reason the other day I looked under there and I saw it and I was like, I'll use it. It is the coolest stuff in the world. Basically what you do is I put a little bit in my hand, just a very teeny amount, rub it through my palms, flip my hair over, and then I start gathering my hair like I'm going to put it into a ponytail. And I have really like fine baby hairs and like flyaways and things that come out, and usually I just kind of spray them down, and they don't always, you know, stay that way throughout the day. I always have like little, you know, sideburns coming down and like crazy stuff when I wear a ponytail. But what's cool about this is that when you like smooth it on, it makes your ponytail go back so smooth, and it keeps all that stuff from happening like out the sides, and it stays that way, and it smells amazing, and it doesn't look greasy. So It's really cool stuff. This is a product that I bought a couple months back and I just haven't really used it a lot. I've especially been loving it this month. I don't know why, I just really love it. It's the NARS Multiple and Orgasm, and it's really, really pretty. Basically, well, this is me like scrubbing it on my hand, but it has like the same, you know, look as the blush. It's really corally and pretty. When you look at it, it has a lot of gold shimmer to it, which is kind of scary. But when you put it on your cheeks, it really doesn't show up like that at all. So I think that's kind of neat. Sometimes swatching products on your hand really, I mean, it shows the color of the product, but it doesn't really act the same on your skin. But what I do with this is I will, and see, even like over makeup you can do this, it's insane. Just put a little bit on your cheeks, and you can either use a brush or you can use your hands. A lot of times I just use my hands and I just kind of smooth it on. And what's cool is that it's not greasy. It just kind of rubs in almost like, has like a drier texture to it. So I don't worry about it breaking me out or anything, and it hasn't. I mean, I've been wearing it for a long time. And I really like it. It gives you just kind of like a healthy glow, and I really like it. So it's a really great product. And now I want to get the other colors, which is dangerous when I find something that I like. Another product is something that I bought recently in the Sephora Friends and Family haul, which is probably the quickest something's ever made it onto my favorites. It's that Dior, the Dior Bronze in Coral Riviera. This is the one that I showed, and it looks like that. There's two shades, I believe. I mean, there might be more, but on Sephora I believe there were two. This is the one that has the bronze in the middle. This stuff is unbelievable. Before I put this on my cheeks, that's all that I had on my skin. What I do is I use a brush like this. This is an F50 by Sigma, and I just kind of, you know, go like that. Wow, I'm going to have so much junk on my face. And I use it kind of as a bronzer. And what's cool about it is that while it looks great as a bronzer, I feel like I need to like finish putting it on. What's cool about it is that while it looks great as a bronzer, like it has that bit of like corally color to it, so it brightens everything up and it looks really nice. You can even kind of just get that one side of it and just apply it to your cheeks if you don't want to use a separate product for blush. So I am absolutely in love with this. Like, this is one of those products that you just don't have to think about. Like, you can just pull this out and use it as your blush, your bronzer. I could bring this on vacation and have everything that I needed for weeks. But what really drove me crazy about it when I first got it was that it had this like gold line throughout it. And don't be afraid when you get it, because when I first put my brush in it, it was like straight chunky gold glitter went everywhere. And when I put it on my face, it got on my face and I was like, oh my gosh, this is awful. But then when I looked at the product, it was all gone. So if you get this, you have to get that gold off of it, and it's not hard to do. You just basically literally would have to go like that, like maybe 2 or 3 times, and it just all flakes off, which is so stupid. It's just basically for looks when you first open it. I don't know, but it looks awful on your face, so get that stuff off of there before you actually try it out. This is a product I'm absolutely in love with. Like, I don't see that very often, but this is really, really cool. This is cool. It's the Pantene Smoothing Balm, and it says it resists breakage for longer hair. This is really nice for my hair, especially because I have to be careful. I like to use things that are really nourishing, but I have to be careful on the other hand because my hair is really fine and straight, and it gets weighed down very easily. So I really love this. It says it helps prevent breakage. It makes my hair feel strong. This is very affordable because it's Pantene. I absolutely love Pantene stuff. Like, I really do. I love their conditioners. So that's the conditioner that I use every day. I use the one that's in the tube like this that says, it's the Beautiful Lynx one. So this is good stuff. You don't need a lot of it. A little goes a long way. So this will last me probably the rest of my life. That's all I have for this month. I feel like that wasn't a lot of products, but they were really, really especially good. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and that you will have a great month of November, and I will talk to you all very soon.